It's time for another Future Stars player review, and this time we have Lacroix, who I believe is currently extinct, there or thereabouts, at 1.3 million. Now, I think he's extinct on PlayStation, but not on Xbox, so be interesting to see what this guy's price settles at. Now, obviously, at the start of the game, he was like one of the most picked up centre-backs in the game, and we do all expect him to be pretty good. It's just a case of how good actually is he, and also is he worth the cost, and that's ultimately what we're going to try and work out in this video today. If you need some coins to improve your ultimate team, the cheapest place to get them is at IG Vault, and there is a link in the description, and if you use the code Kieron at checkout, you'll get yourself an even bigger discount off your order. Now, as you can see, we're going to be using him in this really creative hybrid, and hopefully he's going to do a really terrific job partnered at the back with Upamecano. So let's look at this item. Stands at 6'3", medium high work rates, no traits, but some really nice in-game stats, and it's obviously that pace column which stands out the most, with the 97 sprint speed and the 87 acceleration. Now, obviously, there is a pretty big pace split there, so we'll see how noticeable that is in game. But in regards to his defensive stats, he's looking really nice with that high interception rating and defensive awareness ratings of 92, and obviously his physicals are also to a good standard as well, with the high strength and aggression. Dribbling isn't too bad either, nice reaction stat of 89, in-game dribbling rating of 68, nothing too crazy, but we do have to remember he is a centre-back. High composure and some nice short and long passing for the French defender. With a basic chem style, he is a 91 rated centre-back with an anchor 94 and with a shadow 93. Now, I know this might be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but shadow really isn't a bad idea, especially if you want to boost that acceleration, and obviously then you have an insanely fast CB option. But let's also be honest, with the anchor, he gets the physical boost, brings up the defending nicely, and this kind of pace is certainly not slow. So all around the best chem style for him probably is anchor, but I get the feeling some people will use shadow to make his pace more well-rounded. And if, of course, we went all about the pace, Sentinel would be the best chem style for him overall, just because it obviously boosts both the defending and physicals. And let's be honest, he's already pretty quick, but because it's Ultimate Team, we obviously do want him to be a bit quicker. So in this video, we're going to go with Anchor. No messing about then, straight on to the debut, and he is certainly going to get tested because we're up against a ridiculous team. Balls into the box, chance for Lacroix to win the header. He does win the header ahead of the goalkeeper, and he puts us 1-0 up. That's why you got to be careful when moving your goalkeeper now. Custom corners. They're going to look to break from the corner, but Lacroix says no. Well, eventually we got the third and we forced a rage quit. Really solid debut for Lacroix, to be fair. Yeah, did he have loads to do? No, but everything he did to a very good standard. Well, my apologies, I completely forgot to press record, but he's got a pretty insane Premier League / La Liga mix. Don't actually know how that got through, but look at the speed of Lacroix to make that block there. Nice block there. Nice block there from the Frenchman. Oh, so I was really worried my fullback wasn't going to get there, and then it just switched me to Lacroix, who makes a really key header. Chance from the corner. Lacroix with the header again, and he scores again. Bit of keeper movement, and once again we take advantage. Good header that time, firing past the goalkeeper. Don't know where my whole team's gone, but Lacroix makes an incredible side and challenge. It's actually going to allow us to attack. Oh, nice. I was a bit worried he wasn't going to lock on there, but simple intercept in the end. Well, that's annoying. Right on the stroke of half-time, we do concede. It was Varane versus Kante for a header, and as you see, Varane won. Oh, nice. Lacroix just getting there just in time. Just keep it right to the front, so we'll try and put it over that goalkeeper's head, win the header, and sadly he got back into position in time. And that should be full time in this one. We record a pretty nice 3-1 victory. A bit annoyed not to have kept the clean sheet, to be honest, but wasn't the fault of the player we were reviewing, so not too disheartened by that. Lacroix was actually brilliant in that game. Intercepts, tackles, goals, like, you name it, brilliant. Okay, so here's what happened. I got out the third game, went on the market, noticed that there was a lot listed, so I went to try and sell mine, and yeah, I'm going to lose some coinage on this review, so if you guys could leave a like rating on the video, that'd be very much appreciated. Anywho, after 3 games with Lacroix, have I been saying his name wrong the whole time? Is it Lacroix? Let me know in the comments. Either way, with the Frenchman, after 3 games, what do I make of this card? I'll say straight away, it's a class CB. Like, there aren't too many, you know, better available in the game. It's just unfortunate for this guy that the ones better than him are mostly French, which is, yeah, we've got a game that's just full of French special cards. They're just so good. I'll say straight away, in terms of Bundesliga centre-back options, he is my favourite at the minute, and there's some really good ones in that league as well, so he's done well to, you know, rank highly in that regard. But in terms of French centre-backs, as you'll see later in the video, he doesn't rank at number 1 for me. But to be fair, that's not necessarily, you know, like a big negative, because there's just so many good French centre-backs in the game. Anyway, what did we like about the card? Obviously, the pace. He is very quick for a centre-back. That'll come as a surprise to no one. Big positive to this card is obviously the aerial ability. 6'3", 89 jumping, and decent heading accuracy. He will score you goals if you present him the chances, as you saw in the footage. In regards to out-and-out defensive ability, will he make intercepts? Absolutely, he made plenty of them for me, which was great, and he'll also make some really good tackles as well. And one thing I'll point out, he's one of them players in game, at least for me, where when he's doing a sliding challenge, he's just got that ability, that little extra like limb to just reach out and just nick the ball off the opposition. So that was, you know, quite nice to see in matches. And obviously the physicals, I've already touched on the jumping, but the strength and aggression is a really good combo as well. And of course he does have the ability to knock would-be attackers off the ball. In regards to his dribbling, I won't lie, did feel a bit heavy, bit not too easy to move. Just in like a circle, which once again, he's a centre back. That's not, you know, a must-have to have good dribbling, but in comparison to some of the high-level CBs that we've got in the game, they can obviously dribble a little bit, and they do feel much better on the ball than this guy. Passing was alright though, but it is worth mentioning, vision isn't the best. He is one of them players who you're going to have to make sure you're aiming the correct way when doing a pass to make sure you have a chance of success. And finally, positionally, for most part, really solid, and even to be fair, when he did get out of line, you saw that he had the pace to, you know, get back into position and make a block. So that wasn't, you know, a worry at all. But all in all, it's a terrific CB card, and if you do manage to pick him up, I'm sure he's going to do an absolutely brilliant job for you. But now we come on to the question of, is he worth it? Has mine sold yet? No. He's going to end up being like he's going to end up being like a mil by the time I sell him, isn't he? That's going to be a little bit worrying. Anyway, let's go do some comparisons, shall we? Okay, so let's have a look. Now, like I've already mentioned, in terms of Bundesliga centre-backs, for me, that's not centre-backs, for me at least, he ranks number 1. He's better than this Sule. He's obviously better than, you know, these two. Is he better than Upamecano? Yes. Not by, you know, a massive amount, which we'll come on to later, but he is better in general than Upamecano. But by the way, I think we all know this card is, you know, pretty good value at 100k. He's a really solid CB, and all of these, yeah, I do rank him above all of these. So that's not really too important, because I think we all knew that's the way it was going. It's just a case of like, where does he rank in like terms of French centre backs? I'll say straight away, he's not better than Flashback Varane, but once again, I don't think that'll come as a surprise to anyone. The guy is just broken in this game. But who is this guy better than? I'd say most of these. I don't really like this Koza. Like, I can't fully say that like he's not better than this Koza, but I think in general he will be. But I haven't had the pleasure of using that card, but I regret not doing the SBC, because every time I come up against it, it's insane. But in regards to all the other French centre-back options, I probably am picking this guy over most, but there is one more that I do have to mention, and that is this Konate card, which I actually really did enjoy using. So other than Konate and Varane, I do rank this item above all the other French CB options. Now, just because he's better than them doesn't mean he's worth instantly going out and picking up, because you have got to consider value for money, which I have to say at over 1 million coins is just not there with this item. Like I touched on earlier in the video, is he better than Upamecano? Yes, but is he worth 11? One to watch Upamecanos? No, he is not. So, yeah, brilliant card, but just very much on the expensive side of the scale as things stand. So he's going to need to come down, you know, a pretty significant amount to be good value in my opinion. So if you got the coins, like, to be fair, even if you got loads of coins, I don't advise paying that price tag, because I think he will come down quite a bit. So it's just one to keep an eye on, really. See what his price settles at and go from there. But he's going to have to like half in price, you know, to be good value, especially when, like, just look at how many options you have for French centre-backs. There's so many good ones that you can pick up for near or around, you know, the 150k mark, which is just mad. So, yeah, he's in a position which is, you know, got a lot of options. So, there is that. But I suppose the fact that he is French does actually keep his value up a bit more just because of his linkability. Anyway, I'm rambling. Overall verdict is really good centre-back card, but just not worth the current cost. And I am really hoping that mine will sell at some point, but I don't think it's going to, so I guess I'll be doing a relist. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Check out the other Future Stars reviews on the channel. Thanks for watching, as always, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.